Hello everyone, my name is Manohar. I'm a data science trainer and consultant. In this tutorial, we are going to discuss about the topic that why machine learning. Many of the experienced person getting confusion. Whatever the work is done with machine learning, I can do that work with Excel. Then why machine learning? Come to the freshers. Freshers are getting confusion that what is the difference between data science and machine learning, and is any relation to this artificial intelligence and robotics. They are getting lots of doubts like this. I will clear all of your doubts in this session. Without wasting any time, let me tell you agenda for this discussion. Firstly, I will explain what is data science, and there are number of vacancies for the data scientist position, but still companies are waiting for the right person to work as a data scientist. Why companies are giving that much of importance to the data scientist and the data analyst, I will let you know. And also, I will explain how machines can learn. After that, I will clear your doubt related to this artificial intelligence and robotics. Later, I will explain the artificial intelligence, machine learning and deep learning difference. And in the end of the session, I will introduce you artificial intelligence tools. Firstly, let me explain what is data science. If you're walking outside on road, you can observe the flexes. From flexes, you can find the keywords as data science, artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning like that. But you don't know the difference. But in this session, I will let you know the difference between those. First, let me explain this data science. Data science is segregated into two parts. That is data analysis and data analytics. Come to the data analysis. This data analysis will discuss about the past. It won't discuss about the future and all. It gathers the data from after gathering the data, making the data perfect by removing the null values and removing the unnecessary values, by collecting the data from various sources, by conducting the surveys, or by using the databases. Anyway, we will gather the data. After making the data perfect, with the data, we will predict what would happen in the future. Come to the data analytics. This data analytics will talk about the future. It won't talk about the past. Whatever the technology is going to predict the future, that all the technologies will come under this data analytics part. Suppose consider artificial intelligence. It will talk about the future. Machine learning, it will talk about the future. It will predict the future. Deep learning, it will predict the future. Whatever the technology will going to predict the future, all those technologies will come under this data analytics part. This data analytics part is segregated from data science. So there is a relation between the data science and machine learning. Machine learning is a support in the data science. Till now, I am telling to you that we predict the future. How we are able to predict the future? You may get the doubt. Let me clear that also. Future prediction with machine learning. Here, to understand this, I have created a one example. In the top right side, you can observe a data set that is invested amount and a profit. I have invested $200 in my business. I got the profit $2,000 at the time. I invested $3,300. I got the profit as $2,500. In this way, I invested in some of my businesses. I got the profit like this. Now, I am going to invest $150. Then, what is my profit? I want to know. To get the answer for this question, just I plotted this, I represent this data into the form of graphical format. You can observe in the top left side, when I invest $200, then I got the profit as $2,000. Because here there is a coincident point, that is the reason I am able to tell the answer. When I invest $200, then what is my profit and all. See, if I invest $150, then what is my profit? Here there is no coincident point. That is the reason where there is no possibility to predict what is my profit or what is my loss and all. So to predict the future, just I drawn a line through all the middle of the points. In the entire machine learning, we will try to predict this line, either a classifier or a regressor, that doesn't matter. We try to get this line itself. With this line, we will predict what will happen in the future. Suppose consider if I invest $150, then my profit is around $2,758. Why so? When I invest $150, From that 150, I draw a line. That line will touches this regressor line at a point. From that point, I draw a line onto the y-axis. Then I get some kind of figure. That figure is my profit or loss. Here I got the profit as $2,750. Okay, till now what I explained to you, same work we can do with Excel also. Then why machine learning? Let me clear the difference between the Excel work and machine learning work. Here, the machine learning algorithms can automatically analyze hundreds and thousands of Excel rows with the text data in a fast, consistent, and scalable way. In Excel, we may gather and we will place the entire data in Excel. With Excel, we can do that work, but to analyze, to process the data, it will take more time. Sometimes it may take 5 hours, sometimes it may take 6 hours, like that. But machine learning can be analyzed hundreds and thousands of rows in a very less time when I compare with this Excel. Let me tell you an example to understand this machine learning work and Excel work. Suppose just compare the performance of the university person who completed his graduation in the IIT or MIT, like that, and who consider one more person who completed his graduation in the normal college. They studied their same syllabus. If those persons will attend the interview, the interviewer definitely will give the priority to the person who completed his graduation in the IITs, MITs. Why so? The university person will give the more productivity to the company. Every company requires more productivity, right? Productivity means whatever the work we do in a less time, we have to get more profit on that. So this is what the productivity, that university person will give the more productivity. Here the machine learning is called the university person, and this Excel is called the normal college person, right? And it automatically learn from experience. If you do the work in Excel, then that can't automatically learn. But if you do the work with the machine learning, that automatically learn from experience. You may get doubt how machine can learn from experience. Let me clear that. Here, how machines can learn automatically. In the left image, you can observe the person is asking machines, I can learn everything automatically from experiences. Can you learn? He's asking. Machine saying the answer to him as, yes, I can also learn from past data with help of machine learning. It's saying like that. How machine can learn from the past data? Suppose, let me tell you an example to understand how it learns and all. Suppose consider a school child. How school child will learn the examples from the teacher? Till 9 months, he will get trained whatever the teacher told to him. He learn and he put these examples in his mind, and whenever the person is asking the questions, he will analyze and he will tell the answer to them. There is a 9 months training period to him, and 1 month is a testing period. In the same way, this machine learning also there is a training period and a testing period. This machine can learn anything from the past data by the algorithms. Data scientists will provide the algorithms to this machine learning to get trained on the trained data and test on the test data. The data scientist will train the model by using some statistical methods. Let me tell you the importance of this data scientist and all. Here there is a flowchart to understand the importance of data scientist. To understand this flowchart, let me tell you in a simple example. Just consider a Zomato application. The Zomato person, how they do the business in the real time. Let me explain that. Here in this image, you can observe the admin and the user. Here, this Zomato person, whatever the items are making in his company, that items will upload in the database. Whatever the items he uploaded into the database, that items will come into the application. This application will be observed by this user. The user can select whatever the item he likes by giving the address, phone number, and paying some money. By giving some of the details about the user, he will give, and he order that item, whatever the details he has given, those details will be stored in this order database. This order database is always observed by this admin. Whenever he finds the order in the other database, he will request to the nearby restaurant related to the user given address. He will request to the nearby restaurant that restaurant will deliver the product to us. And whenever the admin wants to upload a new item into the database, he may get doubt. If I upload that item, then what is my profit or what is my loss? To understand that, directly this admin will contact to this data scientist. This admin will explain to him what is the problem and all. This is my problem. I want to upload the new item into the database. I want to know what is my profit or what is my loss and all. Just he will explain the problem to him. After understanding the problem by the data scientist will request to this data analyst to gather the data from various sources by conducting the surveys or from the database or from any website like that. He will gather the data by going at the database. After gathering the data, he will make the data perfect. After making the data perfect, he is the responsible person to convert the data into the graphical format. After making the data perfect by removing null values and removing the unwanted features, this data analyst will submit the data to this data scientist. Data scientist will apply some statistical models and the data, and finally he will predict what would happen in the future. After predicting the profit, this data scientist will tell to this admin, you will get the profit like 5 lakhs per annum or 6 lakhs per annum, like that. Based on that, he will recruit the persons and he will buy the items to make that item, whatever the item he want to upload in the database. To make that item, he will buy some items and he will recruit the people, and when based on that only he will do all kind of operations. Whenever the data scientist say it wrong, then this admin person may get suicide because the employees will scold him, and whatever the items he bought to make that item all will be lost to him. So that is the reason companies are giving that much of importance to this data scientist position. And one more thing, that data scientist can't answer why I'm getting the profit like this, why I'm getting the loss like this. To answer that question, data scientist not able to answer that question because he applies some statistical models. By the mathematical procedures, he will predict in the future. To answer that question, why I'm getting the profit or why I'm getting the loss, business analyst will come into the picture. This business analyst will gather the data from this data analyst in the form of graphical representation. After gathering the data, he will analyze on the data. After analyzing, he will clarify to him why you are getting loss or why you are getting profit. After confirmation, he will start the business. So in this way, the companies are giving the respect to this data scientist. That companies are giving that much of importance to the data scientist. Whatever the thing the data scientist said to this admin, based on that only his life is dependent. So that is the reason companies are giving the importance to him. So if you want to work as a data scientist, you need to know some kind of technologies, some kind of techniques you need to know. Let me explain to you what are the technologies are required to become as a data scientist. Here you can observe the required skills for the future prediction. If you want to become a data scientist, first you need to know the mathematics and statistics. Without mathematics and statistics, you can't be able to work as a data scientist, because these are the essential tools and techniques to work as a data scientist. And the advanced computing. Advanced computing means you have to calculate anything very fast. You have to make any logic very fast. That is what the advanced computing is. And data scientists also some kind of responsibility to make the data into the form of visualization. And the data scientist has to be hacker mindset. Hacker mindset is nothing but you do not hacking any system, or you do not hacking any CC camera like that. Hacker mindset means you are good at any programming language, either Java or Python or anything. You have to be good at either one programming language. With that programming language, you are able to write any kind of logic for the output. Whatever the output they are expecting, you have to write the logic for that. So that kind of skills you need to improve in yourself to become as a data scientist. And the domain expertise in company, we will get the projects related to the different domains. You need to get some domain knowledge related to that project. Otherwise you can't do that project, you can't do any analysis on that project. So you need to know some kind of domain expertise. And data engineering means the data scientist will be able to handle the large amount of data. That is what the data engineering process. And the scientific methods, he need to know some kind of scientific methods. Whenever whatever the person he knows, he perfect at all these technologies, then he will become a data scientist position. Otherwise he is not the person to be able to work as a data scientist. So till now, whatever the things we discuss, it is clear, right? Let me explain it. Let me clear the doubt related to the artificial intelligence. What is the difference between the artificial intelligence and the robotics? And also let me clear what is the difference between artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. Here we can observe what is the difference between the artificial intelligence and machine learning and deep learning. In this image, you can observe the artificial intelligence. In this artificial intelligence, machine learning and deep learning are the subsets. Let me tell you what is artificial intelligence. The ability of machines to simulate human behavior and take decisions intelligently like a human. How human take the decisions when he want to know some kind of products, or if he want to invest some kind of money, then how the human can able to take the decisions. We have to provide that much of ability to these machines. We provide that much of ability to this through this artificial intelligence by providing the intelligence to the machines. And come to the machine learning, the ability of machines to automatically learn without being explicitly programmed. You don't need to teach that one, you don't need to write any logic for that one. The machine learning is able to automatically learn through experience. Whatever the things it happens in his past, based on that, that has to be learned from the experience. That is what the machine learning is. And there are some kind of disadvantages with machine learning. That is the reason deep learning came into the picture. In the human mind, there is a nervous system. How the nervous, when the man can thinking at that time, how the nervous system is working in his mind. In the same way, the deep learning provide the nervous system to these machines. It can create artificial neural networks which are capable of learning and making predictions with the help of algorithms. The nervous system is provided to the machine by using artificial neural networks, convolutional neural networks, and recurrent neural networks. With this kind of networks, it will provide the nervous system to the machines, then automatically it learn from experience to the machine learning, and it will make the decisions with artificial intelligence. You may get doubt here the artificial intelligence and robotics. Why you get the doubt means the ability of machines to simulate human behavior and to take decisions intelligently like humans. Then um, you may get the doubt what is the difference between artificial intelligence and robot. Let me clear the doubt related to this artificial intelligence and the robotics. Here, the artificial intelligence is different and the robotics is different. Let me clear you how they are different. Here in the right side, you can observe the mind image. The artificial intelligence is nothing but we have to provide the intelligence to the machines. Let me tell you again an example to understand exactly. If I say one work to the person, if the person, whatever the work I told to him, if the person is facing any problem, even though if he do the work same as like I said, then may I call it as intelligent? No, right? If I assign any work to him, if he face any problems himself, he has to be solve those problems by using this himself by using intelligence. right? Then only we call it as a that person as intelligent person. That intelligence is provided by this artificial intelligence. And come to the robotics. Robotics is a touchable one, and artificial intelligence is not touchable one, because we can't see the how we are thinking or what kind of mathematical procedure is going in our mind. Can you able to see? No, right? So in the same way, this robotics has some kind of predefined programs in this one, and the robot is a physical one. It can be touchable, and it has some kind of arms and legs and all. Then when I provide the intelligence to this kind of robots, then we call it as a artificial intelligence robots. Here you can observe the artificial intelligence robots. Here in the real time we are observing many kind of robots. Suppose consider the Roomba robot. That is an intelligent robot. In a home cleaning purpose, we are using that robot. That robot can take the directions when it is taking the obstacles when moving in the home like that. It has some kind of intelligence. Let me tell you the difference between the intelligent robot and a non-intelligent robot. Here in this image, you can observe the difference between this intelligent robot and the non-intelligent robot. Here, in the left side, you can observe the Sophia robot. That Sophia robot is an intelligent robot because the artificial intelligence one that provided to that one, and the remaining thing is same. This artificial intelligent robot can understand the surroundings of that one. Wherever the robot was stayed, that can understand the positions, how the humans are communicating with the robot. He can understand all those things. Based on that only, it will react or respond to the persons. It will understand the surroundings. But whereas come to the non-intelligent robot, it won't understand any kind of the environment with the environment which is in the surrounding. Here in this image, you can observe there are some kind of robots. You can observe the three kind of robots. Here, this robot is filling some kind of things in this box. If this and the second robot was closing this box, and the third kind of robot is packing that box. These are the not intelligent robots because we are not providing any intelligence to these robots, because whatever the robot means a predefined program. Whatever the work we assign we install in that robot, it do that work only. It can't use any intelligence to do that work. We can observe in the first image, even though if this robot is not able to fill this box, it can be close that box. It can be packed. Even though if this robot is not pack this box, this robot sticks the sticker on on that box. This type of robots are some kind of the difference between the artificial intelligence to the robotics. This does not have any intelligence to do some kind of work, but this intelligent robot, that is Sophia, can able to answer the question, whatever the question is asked by the human or anything. It can tell the answer by thinking itself, and it can give the speeches, and it can give the suggestions to the humans like that. By thinking itself, this Sophia robot has some kind of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is nothing but this mind and eyes and mouth. If you didn't communicate with a person, then that person can estimate is it Goya is intelligent or not. Whenever you communicate with a person, whenever you talk with another person, then that time only they can consider you as a intelligent guy. He is some kind of responsibility like that. They will feel. Whenever you didn't communicate with a person, then you can't call it as the intelligent. So whenever this Sophia robot does not communicate with the human, then we can't call it as an intelligent robot, right? And come to this, yeah, industrial robots. These industrial robots can communicate whatever the work I assign to that robot, it can do that work itself. Otherwise, uh, it won't do any other work. So, in the bottom side, you can observe that Roomba robot. This Roomba robot is provided with artificial intelligence. This Roomba robot is created by the iRobot company. Uh, this is used for the home cleaning purpose. In the homes, it can rotate in all the surroundings and it can clean the rooms. And whenever the obstacles comes to the direction of that robot, it can take that direction automatically and it can clean the home by by itself. This Roomba robot is provided by the artificial intelligence. That is the reason it automatically taking the decisions. Let me introduce you some kind of artificial intelligence tools. Yes, here the machine learning and the deep learning or the subsets in the artificial intelligence tools. That is the reason there are separate tools for the machine learning and deep learning. All here the machine learning tools are the scikit-learn and the Python and the NumPy and Pandas. These are the tools for this machine learning. This scikit-learn will helpful for us to train our model by using the data. This Python programming is helpful to increase the productivity with the machine learning, and this NumPy will perform some kind of statistical calculations in the data, and this Pandas is used to perform the pre-processing the data by removing the null values, by removing the unwanted features and making the data perfect and adding some rows and do some kind of data pre-processing. These Pandas will be helpful for us in these machine learning tools. These are the tools are called the machine learning tools. Come to the deep learning tools. TensorFlow, Keras, PyTorch, Theano. These are the frameworks of the deep learning. All these frameworks will provide the nervous system to the robot. The nervous system is already inbuilt in these packages. Just we build the nervous system in our required shape and all. Just with this TensorFlow, Keras, PyTorch, and Theano, we provide the nervous system for the robot. And come to the computer vision and natural language processing tools. Computer vision is related to the eyes. Sometimes we may get the intelligence from our eyes itself. Whenever you do some kind of journey, whenever you see some kind of things in your office or anywhere, whenever you just revise whatever you seen in your journey, you will get some kind of intelligence. So this computer vision is also related to this artificial intelligence. That computer vision is deal with the OpenCV. This is the tools to this computer vision, and the pillow is also one of the tool to the computer vision. And come to the natural language processing. I already told you how you provide either communication system for the robot. Means through the NLP we will provide the communication system. The robot is able to communicate with the person. How means this with help of this natural language processing tools. That natural language processing tools or natural language toolkit, that is NLTK. And come to the visualization tools. These visualization tools also placing a major role because the human man can understand the data from the graphical format rather than any spreadsheet, right? There is a Matplotlib, Seaborn, and Bouquet. These are the packages for the visualization part. Okay. With this, I would like to end this webinar, and I really appreciate your precious time and participation in this session. I would like to meet you all once again with the types of machine learning in the next session. Thank you, and my best wishes to you.